Every day, step by step, the end of the day. Oh yeah, never leaves. It's feeling great. Hey, let it ignite. Work it, dance it through.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the AI Summit. I am Aditi, and it's a pleasure to have you all back for another exciting and insightful session. Over the past few days, we have explored how AI can support teaching and learning in meaningful ways. So today, we are taking the next step, moving from simply using AI to designing AI support that works especially for you. So before we begin, a quick reminder for our session norms. Please keep your microphones muted throughout the sessions. Feel free to share your reflections and thoughts in and sorry. Feel free to share your reflection, thoughts, and question in the chat box. Stay with us until the end for key takeaways and announcements. So today's theme is building your own assistant. In today's session, we will explore how educator can customize AI tools to create their own teaching assistants, one that can help with lesson planning, content creation, classroom activities, assessment, and much more. So, sir, this stage is yours, and over to you.
Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome to the 4th session. I just want to do a quick technology check. You can hear me right, and you can hear me correctly, and you can see me right? Just want a quick. I just want to get a quick thumbs up, or if you could go ahead and put in the chat box. Yes, thank you very much. Also, I would love to know who's in the room today. Are you a teacher? Are you a principal? The name of your school, which location you're from. And I really want to know what is it that you guys are doing today? What does the room look like today? I want to quickly get an idea from you. I see a lot of people joining in slowly, but I would love to know, what do you actually do, right? What are you doing? I'm a teacher in Little Flower International School. Okay. Also give us, give us a little more information. That really helps us set up the session for the day. So we have Prachi, who's a pre-primary teacher from Ghaziabad. All right. So a pre-primary teacher. Do you have any more? Do you have any school leaders? I'd love to get some insight into what you guys are doing. Okay. So while others are writing, I would love to hear from you, especially on the chat, in terms of what is it that you do on a day-to-day basis. Is there anything that you have to keep doing? For example, do you have to keep doing circulars? Do you have to keep checking something? Do you have to uh, draft certain letters, or things like that? Okay, so someone saying lesson plan is something that you got to do every day. We have Surabhi, who's from the Police Public School in Faridabad. Welcome. Think about it. What are the things that you have to do on a day-to-day basis? Are there things that you need to do every day, every single day? Are there things? That's something that I would want to understand. Independent educators of phonics and sketch notes, says Veena. Okay. Myself used to write messages to parents. Okay. That's a good thing. You got to be writing messages to parents, and that takes a lot of your time. Planning hands-on activities. Okay. So think about, like, what do you do on a day-to-day basis, or what do you do on a weekly basis? So things like drafting circulars are definitely something that you got to do on a weekly basis, right? So we need to think about things like that, like, okay, drafting circulars, drafting emails, drafting letters, replying to um, replying to like, if you're a principal, there are so many people who probably ask you for leaves and who probably ask you for things like that, right? So I would like to know if there are things like that, so that it just allows us to make our session more valuable. Activities on a bagless day. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. Activities on a bagless day. Yeah, that is very interesting. Okay. Okay. Approvals. Nidhi Tiwari is saying approvals is something that we need to say. Ah, email of administrative requirements. That's actually cool. Give me some examples of what do you mean by administrative requirements? Like, um, are you talking about what? Like stationery material, or are you talking about what could it be? Is it minutes of the meetings? Is it stationery? Is it expense statements? What are the things that you would have to do, Nidhi Tiwari? Furniture, event details, expense statement. Yeah, cool. Yeah. So these are all things that can be done very beautifully. Communication with parents is something. Yeah. So let's take a few examples from today. Okay. So we take a few examples and work on these couple of few examples. In the meanwhile, quickly in the chat, I would like you to tell me, do you have a paid version of ChatGPT? And even if you don't have a paid version of ChatGPT, do you have a Go version of ChatGPT? Please put it in the group, free or paid. If you have the Go version is free, but it has a lot of paid features. So I just want to understand from you, what are the versions of ChatGPT that you probably have? And today I'll try and see if I can do ChatGPT as well as creating small little apps in. Okay, so Abhishek has a Go version, so you will be able to follow along and you'll be able to do it with me. Sanctum Academy has a paid version, so you'll be able to do it with me, right? The ones who have a free version, you may not be able to actually do it, but you can see and watch how it's done. Um, okay, so cool. So I'm just going to jump right into my screen and I'm going to be able to show you a few things. Now, if you look at my screen, you should now be able to see ChatGPT. Okay, so when you see ChatGPT, these are all the different models that are there. Okay, so right now, let's just stick to whatever model we have, and you can see new chat, and I also think you can see search chat images, GPTs, projects, and all my earlier chats and things like that. So if you go to GPTs, okay, if you go to GPTs and go to explore GPTs, so this section is like the Android Play Store. This is literally like a Play Store for AIs, and you're able to see so many different GPTs here. Okay, so these are all GPTs made by people who you can use. And what I'm going to show you today is how you can make your own GPT as well. Okay, so I can go to, so if I go to my GPTs, you'll see all the GPTs that I have made for myself. Okay, these are all the GPTs that I have made for myself. So I have a lot of GPTs. And yeah. So let's go and create the first GPT. Okay. Resolution is not good. Okay. I'm kind of monitoring the screen, and to me it looks clear, but I'm going to make it bigger just in case. Okay. So here is a GPT that I am going to make. How many of you are on LinkedIn, for example? Are there anybody on LinkedIn here? Okay. So we could probably, I'm on LinkedIn. Yes. Okay. So let's say I want to make a GPT that puts LinkedIn posts. Got it? I want to make a GPT that makes LinkedIn posts. All right. Something that'll help me save time when I'm putting things on. So I can literally do one of two things. First is I can start doing that straight away inside GPT. Or two, I can go to new chat and I can get Chat GPT to start helping me build my GPT. So this is what I'm going to do. Okay. I want you to be an expert at making custom GPTs. I want you to be an expert at education, pedagogy, India NEP, expectations of parents from education, future of work from OECD Institute. Okay. Expert at using words efficiently, expert at writing in a natural and easy to read fashion, expert at using listicles or bullet points when writing or replying to a post. You are an expert at the LinkedIn algorithm. Do you understand? All right. So I've literally just put this in. I said, I want you to be an expert in making custom GPTs. I want you to be an expert at education, pedagogy, Indian NEP, expectations of parents from education, future of work, expert at using words efficiently, expert at writing in natural, easy to read fashion, expert at using listicles or bullet points and writing or replying to a post. You are an expert at LinkedIn algorithm. Crazy spelling. Okay. Now it's understood that these are all the things that I want to do. Okay. Now I am a school leader and I want to post on LinkedIn every day. Every day. I will pick up a topic that appeared in the local newspaper every day, and then I will give you the topic. Once you have the topic, you will pick up the one, parents' fear and expectations, two, NEP and education systems reformation needed, three, add my ideas and thoughts and give it some reasonable grounding in pedagogy. Four, find examples around the world to support my thinking. Five, give a list of clear actionables around four and keep it short. All right. Do you understand? All right. So I'm asking it that I'm saying every day in the morning, I will pick up a topic that appeared in the local news, and then I'll give you the topic. Once you have the topic, you'll pick up the parents' fear and expectations related to it, NEP and education system reformation needed. I will add my ideas and thoughts and give it some reasonable grounding. Find examples around the world to support my thinking, give clear actions. Yes, I understand. Okay. Now, I'm now going to say the post is targeted at other school leaders. All right. So make it worth their time and energy. All right. So I put this much in. Okay. Now, got it? Now I'm going to, so now it is telling me we will put it in this format. You know what parents are really asking, what the system must change and what Monday morning can we do, and 4 actionables. All right, it's all here now. So I'm saying this is good. I read it. This is good. Now I'm saying I will say hi. Then you will ask me what's on my mind. Then I will share the link or an article I saw in the news, and then I will give you my inputs and views. You will then craft a linked in post about it. Got it? So I'm now telling them that this is the rhythm you do. I will say hi, and then what's on your mind, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, give me the instructions that I can copy paste to custom GPT to make this GPT. Give me full instructions straight away. All right. So now ask ChatGPT to look at everything that I said is my expectation. Okay. And then I asked it to take all that and give me one mega prompt that I can put straight away into custom GPT. All right. And then we are going to think about making the custom GPT. All right. So here it is. This whole custom GPT instructions coming through. Very cool. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to custom GPTs. So I'm going to custom GPTs. I'm going to create my GPT, and literally here, I'm just going to copy the whole thing and paste it there. And what it's doing right now is it's taking all that information that I put in. This is the entire information of making my custom GPT. Okay. It's taking that entire thing and it's trying to create like a narrow AI. Okay. It's trying to create a custom GPT, and it'll kind of make sense to you in about a bit once it is done. And then we can make a few more. And then also maybe you can try this particular thing. So let's see what's going on. Okay. So it's now asking me, what do you want to name it? And I'm saying I want to name it as School Leader Linked Writer. Well, it's got to be linked in. Well, let me just, I shall make that change again. Let's see. I'm going to make it School Leader Linked in Writer. Okay. So it's going to make it School Leader LinkedIn Writer. All right. School leader, LinkedIn writer. So it's asking me for a name. Yeah. So I'm just giving it a name. We have a lot of configuration options. So we can give it name here. You can say school leader, LinkedIn writer. We can have descriptions here. You can upload knowledge files. Like in my next example, we'll probably do knowledge files. We can create actions. And now all I did is create, I hit the button create, and now it says anyone with the link will be able to use it. I save it and a link is going to pop up. Okay. And when that link pops up, I'm going to copy paste that link and send it to. Okay. This, this cannot be published because let me show you the error that is coming through, because it says that I have violated some policy, and that's probably because I used the word LinkedIn in this one. Okay, so remove the word LinkedIn, keep the post to. Now let's go and see what is the character limit for LinkedIn posts. Okay, 3,000 characters, 400 words. So I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to say keep the photo 400 words. All right. And I'm going to hit enter. So maybe because I used the word LinkedIn, maybe that's why it was not allowing us to. Yeah, and maybe I got LinkedIn here also. So that's pretty crazy. School leader, blog writer. All right. So this might be now that I've removed any trademark, I think it might work. Okay, so I'm going to hit create. I'm going to say anyone with link. I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to hope that I have not broken any policies and we have it done. If it gets done, then you will see a link here. Yeah, it says GPT published, copy the link. And now I'm going to send you guys the link on our WhatsApp group. All right. So if you're in the WhatsApp group, you would have got a wonderful link just now. And that link will take you to that particular custom GPT, which I've already created. Okay. So now let's go look for Times of India. Let's say TOI, education news today. Okay. So I'm going to TOI, not now, TOI, education news today. And I'm going to start browsing. Yeah. So let's say early morning you came into school and you're like browsing gate results likely. Okay. I'm looking for exciting education news, but it's not there. So school related news, and I'm going to go to news and I'm going to look for. So here there is an article that said from CBSE to IB board, DPS International's principle on why parents want a curriculum beyond rote learning. So this DPS principle has written something. Okay. And what we're going to now do is we're just going to copy this article. Okay. Obviously, I want you to read it and understand it and get your views in and stuff like that. But right now, I'm just copying it because I'm doing a demo for you. And I'm going to go to this particular GPT that we've created. Okay. Oh, you want it again? Okay, let me just put it back into that group. And I put it back into the group, Niti Prashar. And now I'm going to go to this blog writing app, which we created just now. Okay. And remember, the first thing I said is I will say hi. Okay. And now it's going to say, hey, what's on your mind today? And then I have pasted the entire article. I don't know why this article hasn't popped up, but I'm pasting this entire article that was written, copy, and I'm pasting this article here. Okay. And why is it not here? Okay. All right. And now I can say, I think skills are the future. I think schools need to stop testing for rote learning. I think schools need to communicate to parents that CBSE is a 10th exam, and all the way there, we need to focus on skills. I think schools need to teach parents what skills are, and also have teacher development workshops on teaching of skills. Okay, so this is my idea, right? And I'm hitting enter. So what it is now doing is it is reading the article. See, it is browsing the article on DPS Gurgaon. It is studying that article. It is then looking at my idea. Like, this is the only time we had. We had only time to, because you have a school to run. This is the only time I had to write. Okay. Or this is the only idea I had to write. And now it is kind of studying that entire article. It is studying what I put in, and it is now trying to create a LinkedIn post. So now I'm going to study it. Curriculum is changing, but parents' expectations are changing faster. What parents are really feeling? My child shouldn't just score, they should be able to do things with what they learn. If the board exam is in class 10, why are we living like every grade is a board year? What this means for schools, NEP lens. Skills aren't an add-on period, they're a method. Apply, create, collaborate. Assessment has to shift from memory. My take from the ground. Signal. If we keep testing rote, we will keep teaching, no matter what we say. Trade-off. What we should stop doing. Stop running weekly portion tests that only reward recall. Parents will support. Global parallels. Verified or to verify. Verified example from India's IB system. So and so, this is added, this is added, this is added. 4 actions for school leaders this week. Reframe CBSE's class 10 message for parents. Okay. Convert 1 unit test and application test. Define this. Progress measure 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. I copy this and now I can go to my LinkedIn. All right. Obviously, I will read it. I will, make changes, redraft. I'll do all kinds of things. But I can go there and I can copy it here now. And I can paste it here. And I can, I can start putting my, my article. Okay. Here you go. First step. Second step. Okay. This one, first step, run a micro teacher workshop, first step. And then I'll be like, progress measure, question for fellow school leaders, and I'll delete this hashtag. And it's now saying I have exceeded the maximum this, and now I can post this. All right, so I got my post in. I copy the link to my post and I'm going to push it here for you. Okay, so that you can also get access to this post. and you can go check the post there. And what we have done effectively is we have now created a custom GPT, right? That writes a post for me or for you on LinkedIn every day in the morning. All right. So Sangeeta Gulati is saying it works well with the link. Okay. What do you mean by it works well with the link? So if you, oh, you mean when I put the link, it goes to the link and then it kind of web browses and gets the information. Yeah, that's exactly what we've done. So if you see, you probably will now be able to use this particular, oh yeah, correct, web surfing. So you probably able to use this particular bot, this particular custom GPT bot, to save a lot of time, because every day you could now be posting. And what I've done is like I've created like a style. I've created a style of my post, right? So this is how it's going to go every day. So every day, day on day, that can just happen. And that's how you save time. I personally have over 50 custom GPTs that I've made. So every time somebody in my school comes to me and says, "Sir, ये काम करना है," I go like, "रुको, वाप 2 बार से ज़्यादा अगर ये काम करना है तो मैं custom GPT बनाऊंगा." Yeah. So that is something that I have used to really save a lot of time. I'm going to give you about 3-4 minutes. I'd love to, maybe I'll give you about 5 minutes, and I want you to use this custom GPT, which I made just now, make your article, post it to your LinkedIn, and put your link in the chat. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to do that. And that's going to be like where you get hands-on experience. Go for it, give it a shot. Or you can, once you have posted on your LinkedIn, you could copy that link and put it as a comment under my link. Go do what you have to do. I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes.
They stride through the halls like a speeding train, a fountain of knowledge in every refrain. Their minds are a galaxy shining so bright, teaching us wonders from morning to night. Fast as lightning, they're always ahead, filling our minds with the things that they've said. Smart as a puzzle that fits every piece. Teachers of magic, their brilliance won't cease. With chalk in their hand, a spark in their eyes, they're mapping the stars, they're reaching the skies. They solve all the riddles, they master the art of turning each lesson into a fresh start. Fast as lightning, always ahead, filling our minds with the things that they've said. Smart as a puzzle that fits every piece. Teachers of magic, their brilliance won't cease. They're the ones who ignite the flame. They teach us to dream, to play the game. Every question's a door, they hold the key, unlocking the future for you and me. Fast as lightning, always ahead, filling our minds with the things that they've said. Smart as a puzzle that fits every piece. Teachers of magic, their brilliance won't cease. I've been falling in that habit, staring into the abyss, drowning in red wine and sniffing cinnamon. I've been caught overdue, and whenever it goes, flying everywhere and going to the so I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, I'll be there with you too. And when we're banished from being so cruel, the silver linings, I'll be there with you. When I see your face under the moonlight, heartbreaking tales of heart and burden with sigh. I've been caught in a bad moon's eye. Heartbreakers all around me with telling all right. So I propose, it's long overdue. When you go to hell, I'll be there with you too. And when we're banished from being so cruel, the silver linings, I'll be there with you.
All right, so how's it going? It'll be good for me to see how you've been able to use it. I'm just going to go back to the GPTs and check. In the meanwhile, please use the chat box and let me know how was the experience for you. Did you try something? Were you able to use it? It looks like about 9 people clicked the link and tried. So I'm guessing that some of you managed, some of you are not. But if there's anybody who managed, would you like to please put it in the chat, or I don't know if you can unmute? Well, it'd be really good to get a feel of how was your experience. Did you feel like you were able to save time? We have time for one more custom GPT. So let me know, where are you guys? I will need more time to make it more authentic. Of course, yes. So it looks like y'all have understood, how you can use custom GPT. Now let's go back and try another custom GPT. Okay. So this is back to custom GPT, create a new GPT. And now I'm going to show you how to make the GPT inside custom GPT. Okay. So you can watch, and as you see, you will know what problem I'm solving. Okay. So I am a school leader and principal. All right. So you can see what I'm typing. I'm a school leader and principal. I lead a school in Mumbai, India. This school is a Cambridge school. However, the fees are very affordable and the teachers are not always trained in teaching in the style that Cambridge recommends. Okay. Every day I walk around the school and hop into classrooms. I observe teachers. I make small notes and notations. I want to build a teacher feedback writer, something that will take my notes and create a simple email / WhatsApp message that I can send the teacher so that she can read and feel good about herself and also get some constructive feedback. I want my feedback to be actionable in verbs, easy to understand once read, and also such that it builds the self-esteem of the teacher and helps her build an inventory of skills. I want to focus on strategies from Teach Like a Champion Book 1 and 2. Visual Thinking Routines book. How Kids Learn book. Teaching What Matters Most book. Okay, I don't know if this will work, yeah? Let's see. And also Visible Learning book. And other such material. When I say hi, ask me for what I saw that was good and ask me for what I think might need to be changed. Okay. Then take both of what I mentioned and run your research. Get to a simple actionable for the teacher. Ensure the actionable is just one. Also, discuss with me 2 or 3 actionables, and then we will decide together which is the one we will give her. Once I have chosen, you will then draft the WhatsApp message. Ensure you are following the non-violent communication framework when writing. All right. So I've put all this information in. And this is why you'll now start noticing it's so important for you to have a vast general knowledge, right? So, could you share the prompt? Prompt is in multiple this thing, but you can actually go, Shivani, to ChatGPT and ask it to make you a prompt, right? One minute. Let me check what's going on. So it is now checking on all these things. I hope it doesn't do that copyright violation thing. Let me see what's going to happen. So essentially, I'm creating this particular ChatGPT that solves my one problem. And that my one problem is when I go to a class and I see a teacher, And if she is doing something, and then if I don't like what she's doing, I might get upset. And if I tell her something, then it might not come out in the best possible way. So I go back to my room, I'll give it the positive and the negative, and then this custom GPT will talk to me, give me two, three solutions, and then I'll pick one. Because when I'm in school, I'm like, I've got so much work to do that I may not be the most patient guy, and I feel really bad about it. But when I'm building this tool, I'm telling it that these are my weaknesses as a human, and I want you to take care of that, and then generate a letter for me, which I could just copy paste and send it to the teacher, so that at least when the teacher gets what she tells, me feeling bad or upset or irritated is up to me, but I don't need to necessarily kind of transfer it to other people. Okay, so let's see what's going on. I don't know why it's not able to do all this, but it's not very difficult. Okay. So it's asking me, should I make this custom bot called Mumbai Classroom Coach? Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. So looks like it's going to be like Mumbai Classroom Coach. Okay. And it's going to then create everything else. And it's going to make this. And I hope that I'll be able to share this with you. And then we can kind of live do it together. Let's see if it actually works. Anybody with link? Because I put all those book names, there is a possibility that we are going to get into copyright violation. I mean, not exactly copyright violation, but it might say that we may not be able to use it. But well, it didn't do it. So I now have the link, and I'm going to share the link with you in our WhatsApp group. It's coming in right now. There you go. I've sent it to you there, and I'm sending it to you on the chat. So those of you who are not in the group can also experience it right away. Okay. So I'm so glad that you are able to see it. Let's go check it out. I'm going to open this. Yep. There you go. This is the custom GPT we created. I just went walking around the school, and I came back to my room, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, damn, okay, so what I saw was good, but I also want to send some feedback. So yes, Prachi, you can actually create on ChatGPT Go as well. So I'm going to be like, hi, okay, and let's see what the custom GPT is going to do. Okay. So it's saying, hey, what are you in the mood for today? Quick homework help, lesson planning, this thing, or just chat? I visited a class run by Vidhi Miss. I visited a class run by Vidhi Miss. Okay, how nice. What did you notice? Okay, what is the main activity? So she was teaching kids in grade 3. I visited the class with a guest who runs a cafe. As soon as we entered the class, Vidhi jumped up from her chair and immediately asked kids to stand up. Kids were surprised. Then and then in a loud voice asked all kids to wish the guest. Okay. She then said, stand straight with your hands back. Kids looked visibly scared. Okay. I would have loved. Now I'm saying, I'm saying what I would want her to do. I would have loved if she, when we entered into the class, she should have eye contact with me, not disturb the class. Okay, not disturb the class. Give me instructions using hand gestures to wait. Then, when the time is right, should have asked me to introduce the guest. She should also have warmly signaled the guest to go to the front of the class and not come and stand at the back. She should have let students be the way they were and listen to the guest and also listened herself. She could have given corrective measures to kids after the guest left. Okay. She could have also come forward and met the guest and introduced the guest to the class herself. All right. So I'm like doing a brain dump, right? I'm just like, boom, this is all the things that she could have done. Okay. So classroom objective. So here's a classroom observation note. What happened? This is exactly what happened. Impact noticed. Okay. What reduced? Coaching feedback, warm, actionable. So it's saying, okay, what worked? What I noticed, why it matters, what to do instead next time. Okay. Warm positioning of the guest, correct later. Yeah. And here's a ready to use script that Vidhi can use next time. Okay. Yes. Make a WhatsApp message. Okay. And now this is a WhatsApp message that I can send to Vidhi after I have exited her class. Okay. So imagine principals, school leaders, they have so many ideas and they want so much change to happen, but the way they say it maybe destroys the relationship and does not allow the teacher to access the knowledge and the coaching that the principal or somebody else may be able to give. But when I just created a custom board like this allows me to go back to my room, put my notes in, get something that I can then send the teacher, and hopefully the teacher is then in a better position to this thing. Yeah. So I've sent it to you now. Let me know let me know if you've got it. Let me know what you think about it. And let me know if you've kind of understood how a custom GPT can help you save so much time, keep you on track, and ensure that a lot of your humanness probably doesn't come in at the wrong time. So here's the message. Hi, Vidhi. Thank you for letting me visit your grade 3 class today with the cafe guest. I can see you wanted to maintain order and help students show respect. So that builds her self-esteem, that brings up something positive, and she feels like she's been heard, acknowledged, and understood. One small observation, when we entered, the sudden everyone stand up plus loud voice plus stand straight, hands back seemed to surprise a few children, and some looked a bit scared and tensed. With grade 3, this can sometimes reduce their comfort and listening during a guest interaction. So it might actually like just defeat the purpose. But for the next time, you could try make quick eye contact with the visitor, use a gentle hand signal for please wait, then pause at a neutral break and introduce the guest warmly at the front. Let students sit normally and focus on listening, and any corrections can be done calmly after the guest leaves. Happy to share simple or whatever. Okay, that is not something that I should be putting in. But there you go. You've been able to use a simple custom GPT to solve a problem that you're going to experience every single day. And I hope it helps, right? So Go ahead, use the chat box. Tell me what you think. If somebody wants to unmute and share, I'd love to hear your thoughts around that as well. We've kind of come to the end of today's workshop, but I'd love to understand from you, any questions that you may have about custom GPTs, or any thoughts or any ideas that you have, or if you've been able to use whatever I showed you right now. It'd be very interesting to hear your thoughts. So go for it, guys.
Came to me like morning light. In your smile, the stars took flight. The world is loud, the world is wild. But in my arms, you're just my child. I teach you love, I hold your fears. I count your dreams, I wipe your tears. You're growing wings, but take your time. I'll walk with you, your hand in mine. तू मेरा नूर है, तू मेरा प्यार है, इस दुनिया में बस तू ही यार है. हर मोड़ पे, हर सांस में मैं हूँ तेरे साथ, जीवन के राग में. ನಿನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಕೇಳಿದರೆ ನನ್ನ ಹೃದಯ ಬೆರೆದಂತೆ, ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಕು, ಸಂತೋಷದ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಗೀತೆ. ಈ ಲೋಕ ಸರಿಯಲ್ಲ, ಸುರಕ್ಷಾ ಇಲ್ಲವೆಂದು ಕೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಆದರೂ ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ಒಲವಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲುತ್ತೆ. When I hear your name, it's carved in my
I would
heart.
request everyone to please share your feedback or question in the chat box or in the WhatsApp group.
All right, looks like you've got ideas, and that's what you need. The more ideas you have, you'll be able to start thinking about how you can use it and how you can make your life easier and better. I hope you've been able to see today that you can look at your weaknesses, and yeah, and you can make GPTs to make you more effective as a leader. And I hope it gets you to new heights. Thank you so much, folks. We see you tomorrow. And yeah, there's a lot of things that we can learn and do. And Sangeeta Gulati has actually put her post on LinkedIn. So yep, we gotta go there, and we gotta like it and read it and things like that. Good luck, guys. I hope you're gonna use this knowledge and really expand your influence. Over to the team at SAR.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for your active participation in today's session. We hope today's discussion has inspired you to start building your own AI assistant to support your teaching journey. We look forward to seeing you in our upcoming session as we continue exploring how AI can support educators and transform learning experience. And thank you once again for being such an engaged and wonderful audience. Have a great evening and see you soon.